Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a Jeopardy review game using PowerPoint. So you start by opening up PowerPoint on your computer and choosing which format you would like. I'm going to choose organic. Now to begin, I will create a title. For my class, we are going to be doing some multiplication review before the unit assessment. Now I'm going to make a new slide, clicking up here in the left corner, and then I'm going to come up to the top and click Insert Table. For my class, I am going to make a 5 by 6, which means that I will have 25 questions that they will be answering during the Jeopardy review. Next, you want to adjust the size of your table. So I made it so that it covered the whole text box area. And then I'm going to go through and add in my categories. So like I said, there will be 5 categories. For my students, I will be doing multiplication 2-digit by 2-digit, multiplication 2-digit by 3-digit. We will have story problems, multi-step story problems, and as another review, we will be doing some subtraction. Now I want all of my points to show up a little larger, so I'm going to make the font size 40. Then I'm going to input the first level will be worth 200 points across the board. Then it'll go up to 400, 600, 800, and lastly 1000. Now I like when things are visually appealing, so I am going to click and highlight my whole board. I am using a MacBook, so to center everything all at once, I am going to do Command E, and now everything is centered in my table. So because I have 25 questions, that means that I would need to add 25 new slides. Now I'm not going to add all of the slides, just so that I can show you how to utilize the different parts of creating the Jeopardy board, but you would in turn create 25 additional slides. So on this first slide, I am going to do the problem and type what is, and they need to solve 10 times 32. And I don't want bullets, I just want it to be the problem on the page. So this page, when they click on this question, it'll be what is 10 times 32? My next one, what is, turn off bullets and center and create a large font. They will be solving 12 times 185. Now this one is the start of my story problems. So I don't want to create the font quite as big, but I want to make sure that they can read it. So this one will be Ella went to the store. Now, a great thing about PowerPoint is that As I was typing, you saw I was filling up the space, and so it adjusted the size. So that's the one-step story problem. Now I'm going to be doing the multi-step story problem for my students. Okay, and then lastly, we will be doing subtraction. So again, I turn off the bullet points center, and this I can make it large again. They will be solving 325, not quite that large, 325 minus 198. So now that I have a sample problem for each of my categories, I want to go back to my Jeopardy board slide, and I want to highlight my multiplication 2-digit by 2-digit. Then I will click Insert, and I will be clicking Link. So you go Insert, and then you click on Link. So I want to link something from this document. It pulls up all of the slide options. I want to click down on slide titles, which means that I can link any of the slides I've created so far. So the 2-digit by 2-digit was on slide 3. I'm going to click that and click OK. So now when I present this slide and I click on this problem, it'll bring me right to slide 3. Now I'm just going to go across and insert link the other slides to show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is just an example of what it would look like after I have inserted the slides for each of the problems. Okay, now what I am going to be doing is creating a link so that after I have clicked on a problem and the students have solved the problem, we can then return to this slide. So my classroom animal is a turtle, which means that I have inserted an image of a turtle on this first slide just as a little connection. And then I will be inserting that same image on the following slide. So I will go to Insert, Icons. Now you can choose many different things. You can choose animals, you can choose a symbol like an arrow, or whatever you would like to use. Again, I just click into that bottom, move it into that bottom corner. So then just like before, I will insert a link and it will be used directly on that turtle because that's what was selected. And I will be selecting slide 2. Now that that is inserted, I am going to just do a quick run through and show you what it would look like to use in your classroom. So I have created the game board. When a student says multiplication 2 by 3, I click 400. I click on this. I give my students time to solve the problem and provide their answer. Then Once they have finished that, I click on the turtle and return back to this page, and we would proceed through as many problems as we could get through during that review period.